everyone, what is up? So today is a very special video because I have someone with me who is an influencer, a YouTuber, check his YouTube account, and of course a nurse here in the UK for a long time already. What? So we'll just get some advices and inputs from him. How do we adjust as a nurse here in the UK? So to those out there who are asking how to live life in the UK or how to start up in the UK, how to adjust in the UK, so this is the right video for you. So stay tuned as we get to know Manong George.
Hold up.
So I have here Manong George. By the way, guys, he has his own YouTube channel.
Thank you. Yes, Manong George UK.
Yes.
Please search us.
How did you come up in like becoming a YouTuber?
It all started with a dinner at one of the most popular chicken places here in the UK.
Is it Nando's?
I dare not say the name.
Okay. Alright. This is not a sponsored video. So
Exactly.
So okay. But anyway, Manong George has been famous in terms of giving advices to the nurses from the Philippines as well as living here in the UK. So that's why I make this video para to interview him with regards to his own experiences and experience here in the UK. So a lot of us got questions, especially those nurses back there. Like those who are still coming in the UK, what would it be when I become a nurse in the UK? So my first question is, Manong George, how was it when you first stepped here in the UK as a nurse?
As a nurse, this was 10 years ago.
Okay.
So 10 years ago, it was very different because there was no OSCE, there was no CBT, but we have what we call an overseas nursing program. I forgot the exact name.
Program.
We had to do a portfolio. Some people that I know, which is from another trust, they had to do a presentation, and it was a 3-month thing that you had to complete.
And you started where?
We started in Luton.
Okay, in Luton. And that ONP program, how long did it last?
Probably it was 3 months. 3 months, I think.
3 months. Because when we came here, we were the first batch of OSCEs.
Yes.
So we didn't really had this opportunity to have this ONP program. So, okay, Manong George, let's talk about adjustment. So, what were the obstacles or difficulties when you arrived here in the UK before?
Wow, that's a very good question.
Miss Universe.
Yes.
Okay. Alright.
Well, the essence of my struggle here in the UK was it's not easy because, again, obviously it's a new language that you use every day. Back at home, hindi man ako laging nag-i-English, diba?
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
I mean, so that's the first adjustment. And then second, even the culture. Kasi I always tell my British friends, we studied English, but if you ask me...
American.
Yes.
American.
So if you talk about a faucet, they don't understand faucet,
Yes,
but
exactly.
I have to say it's a tap. And conversely, I didn't know that when I first came here. So those were little challenges. And then obviously it's also acclimatization because you know, when you first come around here, there's no mommy's not here, daddy's not here.
That's true.
There was just nobody.
I think that's the most difficult in life of OFW. But let's talk about, say, workplace. How did you adjust? Because I know, like in the Philippines, it's more of American standard of nursing. Here, it's like British. It's quite a little bit different.
Oh yes, I mean the protocols are slightly different.
Yes.
The approach is slightly different. Even simple things like names of certain stuff.
And how you pronounce it.
How you pronounce it is different. Doctors, there's doctors and there's misters and
professors.
Yes, and professors because they're surgeons. They have higher education, so you have to also know these little things. So yes, that's the main adjustment for me in the first few years, I say.
And I don't know if you've experienced before as well, because most of the nurses, they are hesitating to answer the telephone the first time because of the slang, because of the language. But yeah, I think that's agreeable.
Well, yeah,
isn't it?
but what you can only do is you have to face it head on, because
Yeah.
otherwise you try to maneuver your way around it. At some point, you'll be stuck there, and there's just nobody else to help you.
Do you think how long did you adjust? Like for me, personally, it was like I think 3 to 6 months so that I can get into the system. How about you?
You're very quick. It took me 3 years.
Oh my.
Yes. Yes.
But that's
because-
normal. Everyone is
There's no such thing as a set time frame, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Everybody's different. So ako personally, it took me 3 years to say na ito
You're
kaya
there.
ko na. Oo.
Yeah.
But in the early years, even on my first, second year, I was still doubting myself kung ito ba
Yeah.
para sa akin. So if you're feeling that, that's normal. I mean, it happens to everyone.
Yeah, and I think every day is a learning day, isn't it?
That's
Like,
true.
because if you have some doubts, you can learn it from just by asking your seniors or reading the policies. But anyway, I would like to know what is your most, or like anong pinakagusto mo when you transferred here in the UK in general, living?
My favorite thing about the UK is yung liberty, yung freedom. You know, it's very different. It's I don't know. I spent my 20s in the Philippines, and there's freedom as well, of course. Pero iba rin yun dito sa UK. I guess it's the beauty of traveling as well.
Yeah.
You're in a new country. You're in a very historical country, so obviously you read about Shakespeare, and maybe you go to
The royal
Stratford
family.
upon yes,
The
you see
royal
people
family.
on TV, and you can actually step on the same sort of soil that they're walking at. So yun yung na-enjoy ko, and then na-enjoy ko rin yung fact na I can now help my family.
That's true.
You
I think
know?
that's one of the goal of coming into
Karamihan talaga yan ang ano natin. Meron tayong tinutulungan.
That's true.
So, yun yung na-enjoy ko rin, because I was able to give back. Hindi lang yung parang ako lang yung dating nangihingi, inaalagaan. Ngayon, I was able to give back.
But which field of nursing were you?
I started out orthopedics muna dito. So, wards nung una, and then critical care. Eventually, I ventured into private.
So what is that
setting.
now?
Now, you'll see it in my channel soon.
Yeah, visit his channel, yeah.
Well, actually, it might be on now. I work for insurance. I'm a nurse
Okay.
for insurance. Basically, I collect medical evidence for a
That's
big
good.
insurance company.
So that means UK can offer them not only like clinical nursing, but it's just
Definitely. I mean, I know some people might say that UK has very limited avenues for nurses. Actually, if you put yourself out there enough, you know, and you look for yourself enough, there are so much and so many. And even for me, if you ask me maybe even 3 years ago, meron bang nurse sa insurance?
Yeah, that's true. Like,
I wouldn't know that.
Yeah, exactly.
But I am a living proof. I do that.
as you go along, you would learn the opportunities
Exactly.
that are available. But what would you want to know? Would you want to say or tell to those nurses still back in the Philippines, still aspiring to be a UK nurse?
Well, obviously, I would always say, follow your dream. Your
Follow
dream,
your dreams,
of
okay.
course. Di ba? Kasi, and also, your dream starts with your imagination.
Big word.
Oh,
Okay.
hindi. Kasi, you know why,
Yeah.
why is imagination important, di ba? Kasi, your imagination can manifest into reality.
That's true.
And it starts with you thinking about it. If you don't actually think about it, then you won't put that effort for it. And then, I have to say, you have to put that effort.
That's true.
There's no such thing as magic, you know. We got here because we did our juice as well, you know. So if you do your juice, you do it right, and you grab the opportunities, then yes, you can have success. So I'm not saying we're really all successful here, but all we're saying is that if you want to come here, then you have to work for it as well.
And to those nurses, what you would you want to tell them na the nurses, to those nurses who are already here in the UK and they're still adjusting and they're still thinking, am I doing the right thing? Am I in the right place? So what would you want to tell them?
So for you who's struggling and you're in the UK, I was in your place.
Yes.
Maybe 9 up to 7 years ago as well. Yes, nothing is easy. All right. Because if you want easy, then you get craps.
That's
you know, small things. If you want something that's high on your goal, you have to work hard. And unfortunately, that's just life, you know. If you strive for something, then it's worth it in the end. Sabi nga nila, pag masyadong madali, madali rin bitawan. Madali mo nakuha, madali mo bibitawan. Diba? Sure. Pinaghirapan mo, hindi mo halos bibitawan yan.
Yeah.
Ganun yan.
And don't give up with your dreams, of course.
That's why you have that dream, you hold on to it, and you never let go. That's what
right. So, words of wisdom from Manong George.
Oh, thank you.
So, I think that was the main goal of this video, just to let everybody know that you're on the right track. Okay, we may be different in our paths, but you are on the right track. So, thank you very much, Manong George.
Thank you, then.
Don't forget to visit his channel. You can plug it again.
Yes, Manong George, ang aming channel sa YouTube. Please make sure to visit us. We also have an Instagram account and Facebook. And if you want to join our Filipino community, we have please search on Facebook Filipino UK Nurses.
Yes, and it would help you a lot. That page is really helpful for Filipinos or nurses who would want to go here in the UK. Anyway, thank you for watching the videos. Hope you like the video. Drop some comments if you agree or disagree, or you can contribute to our discussions. But, well, anyway, thank you for watching the video and see you on the next adventure. Bye! And that was it. Thank you very much, Manong George, for sharing all your expertise, your insights, your views, your tips, your advices on how to live life here in the UK as nurses. And also, shout out to all the new subscribers out there. Thank you very much for subscribing to my channel. If you've got some questions, drop your questions down below. Don't forget to hit that bell so that you can be notified when you want, or when I upload more videos. But anyway, do not forget as well to subscribe to Manong George. Manong George, search for it, Manong George, and his videos are really helpful for us nurses, especially nurses from the Philippines who would like to go start up their career here in the UK as nurses. So, and of course, I would like to shout out to all those nurses, Filipino nurses or nurses here in the UK. If you want to collaborate with me, we can share to these nurses aspiring to work here in the UK, and we can give them some advices. Just drop your comments and message me or anything. Just feels good when we help out someone who wants to achieve their dreams as well, like us. So yeah. So thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed and learned something from today's advices. So always remember, good vibes lagi, believe in yourself, and see you on the next adventure. Bye!